here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Nemesis Reloaded #1. This is a new miniseries from Image Comics, a reboot of the old Nemesis character created by Mark Millar and Steve McNiven. In this book, we have writing by Mark Millar, Jorge Jimenez on art, Giovanna, Niro on colors, and Clem on letters. I gotta say, this book is definitely not for everyone. It's super violent. But the fact that we have Jorge Jimenez doing art, it's not something I'm not going to check out. Let me give you a quick synopsis of this book, and then we'll look at some preview art. In this book, the world's most evil comic book is back. Who is Nemesis, and why does the eccentric billionaire who dresses up in a mask and cape want to terrorize people instead of helping them? Isn't that how this is supposed to go? Too violent, too cool for some. Yeah, it's super violent, like from the get-go. This dude, I've never read a Nemesis comic, but just seeing the cover, knowing that Steve McNiven was involved with the first iteration of this character. There's also a letter from Mark Millar at the beginning of the book, kind of explaining the reboot. So let's go look at some preview art. Because as I mentioned, Jorge Jimenez was really my biggest draw for checking this out. I love his work on Batman and DC books that he's been doing over the past few years. I think Jorge Jimenez is probably one of my favorite artists. His art is just so clean, so neat, stylized, but also it gets violent when it needs to, and certainly does in this issue. As you can see here, immediately, this is the reverse of like the Save the Cat moment where you have Nemesis here terrorizing these people. Then we catch up, go to Los Angeles, where most of our story is going to take place. As you can see, Jorge Jimenez, I love the way he draws, like just the cityscapes, like very few details, but there's also, I don't know, it feels very lived in. I love the shadows here at the top, and then always very fashionable characters that he draws, and very, like I said, very dynamic. And here we see, I love here the anticipation of here seeing the silhouette. Obviously, if you're not familiar with Nemesis and what his whole shtick is, then you're gonna think that, maybe this is like a superhero or something, but you are definitely wrong. And I love this big splash page, the sound effects going through the car, here the foot, the detail of them being in the background in the rear view mirror of the car. Just really works. And yeah, as I mentioned, the story quickly escalates as Nemesis gathers all the gang leaders in Los Angeles, pits them up all against each other in a battle royale type of thing. So this is something that's not for everyone. I think if you enjoyed the first iteration of Nemesis, I think you'll like this. If you're a fan of Jorge Jimenez, I think you'll enjoy this as well. If you like Mark Millar, of course, you'll like this. I'm going to keep checking it out. It's just a miniseries. And like I mentioned, I am a really big fan of Jorge Jimenez. And the premise was interesting enough. Like, there's some really interesting things happening towards the end of the issue that I was not expecting. And I'm okay with this level of violence. And you'll see some more stuff when I show you the covers at the end of the video. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this issue if you read it down in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.